What's up? It's Haley and welcome back to my channel. I don't know if it's like the daylight savings change, if it's coming back from Canada, but like I've been feeling so rejuvenated and reset lately. I actually feel like I had a break when I was in Toronto the last 2 weeks. No, really, every morning I've been waking up at 6 a.m. I've been getting so much done. I've been eating a proper breakfast, and my mother-in-law has officially gotten me into having lemon water every single morning. And I have to say, it's been almost 2 weeks and without fail, we've been going strong. I squeeze about half a lemon into a cup of warm water and then I just drink that quickly with a straw. It's said to have a lot of benefits. It's really good for your digestive system. It's a nice little cleanse in the morning and it gives your immune a little reboot as you start the day. And man, I will take all the energy I can today because we've got a really fun day ahead of us, consisting of so many home updates as well as some new thrift flips and Facebook Marketplace finds. It's so cool. It's waiting for me right outside to get to today. So that is the first thing on our list. So let me get ready and then we'll get right into it. And guys, I'm hot. I'm like still so physically hot. I can't believe we're like mid-November right now and I'm still breaking a sweat, not even being outside yet. And then once I go outside, whew, that's a whole nother different story. But I've come to realize I don't even think that a lot of you guys have seen my bathroom since I gave it a little bit of a makeover. Erin and I renovated everything in the house except for the bathrooms because of the fact that we just don't have the money or the budget to do it right now. So if you aren't following me on Instagram already, definitely follow me there because I posted an entire reel of like giving this builder grade white box of a bathroom a makeover. Basically so that until we can get to the point of renovating it, we're happy with how it looks for now. But I added some of these floating shelves which just holds all my everyday makeup, and my favorite thing is to just get ready on this ledge right in front of a window because getting ready with like natural light is the best thing ever. So because of the fact that we are going to be doing DIYs outside, I don't want to do anything heavy with my makeup. Lately my favorite thing has been to apply this like hands-free application. I'm gonna convert all of you to this. This is the Mirror Complexion Stick, and you guys, it is the easiest application if you're somebody who wants like a very minimal on-the-go makeup coverage just to like basically even out your skin tone. It's unreal because it's not a foundation, it's not a concealer, it kind of is a mix of both because it does cover up any blemishes I have as well as like evening out my skin tone at the same time. I do have a little bit of self-tanner on, so I'm gonna go in with their bronzing balm just to kind of carve out my cheekbones. This formula is amazing because it is actually very sheer, also buildable. Simple. I use the same brush to blend it all and it works wonderfully. See what I mean? Look at that. Subtle, but it's like still there. On to my favorite product of theirs, their Flush Bombs. I have them in two colors that I'm obsessed with. This is Cheeky and Mood. Let's go with Cheeky. I just love to apply them. I know it looks like a lot, but it actually blends so naturally. Put a little bit on my nose too. I mean, come on. It's so good and so easy to blend. Like just a couple swipes. No fast motion. You can just see it for yourself. I am a blush girl through and through. You know, that healthy glow. I'm here for it. Lips are looking a little bit sad. I'm gonna go in with the Merit Lip Oil. And I'm a lip tint girl all the way. I prefer this over lipstick because I just don't like the feeling of something on my lips. And this gives you that really nice and natural color, but it feels just like a lip balm. I just finished my entire face in like 3 minutes in a couple of steps. I'm gonna link all my Mirror favorites down below. I'm obsessed with the makeup bag also that comes free with every first order. And by using that link, you'll actually get exclusive discounts for certain sets. So you can get yourself a set of the complexion stick, the bronzer, and the blush. There are so many discount combinations for you to choose from so that you can get exactly what you need for your perfect makeup routine. Big thank you to Mirror for working with me. I mean, come on, this is the definition of a no makeup look. So minimal and natural, but I mean, my skin is glowing. Even though it's about to glow anyway, because I'm about to really break a sweat doing these thrift flips. Well, alrighty then, who's ready to get into our DIY? So you guys see me filming here all the time and I get questions often on if I still have the round dining table that we thrifted. And of course, this is our little breakfast area. Super simple for now. There's not really much decor here, but this is the wall that I want to tackle. This whole area right here is basically the center of our house, which is the stairs. What I love about this house is that it's a full circle shape. You can go all the way around, but obviously this area right here we could not take down. So we thought we might as well make the most of it and create a little storage unit underneath. And truly, that's what it is. This is kind of where I keep a lot of my decor, our fold away chairs, the extendable part of our table. But you've got to admit, this looks really ugly. I want this to be a wall full of characters. So my idea has been to basically put a vintage door hanging off of rails right here that can slide this way. And then that way it will cover up the storage area while still providing an easy access point for it. And the reason that I wanted a vintage door is plainly because of the fact that I think that they have so much character. Even though it's going to be a barn door style, I wanted something that was more like a vintage looking door, like cool glass, reclaimed wood, but nothing that looks like it came off straight from a farm. You know what I mean? So let me take you back to when I actually found this door. I was scouring Facebook Marketplace forever, and then I came across this and I fell in love. Another day and we're heading off to do another Facebook Marketplace pickup. The amount of times that I told you guys that I've been searching for a vintage door forever, and then obviously at like my 2 a.m. browsing session on Facebook Marketplace, I'm telling you the best stuff are always online at like 2-3 a.m. I came across this listing, these ribbed doors. There's actually 3 of them. They're so gorgeous. They are a frosted glass, but they have the lining on it, which matches so well with the lining that we have on our cabinets. But the doors right now are painted white, which is not my favorite, but he did say that they are solid wood doors. I am hoping and I am praying that we can strip these down to like a beautiful natural wood. I'm like so curious to know what goes on under there. But the best part is these doors are $25. Solid wood and glass doors for 25 bucks. The exact size that I need. Even if we end up messing it up, I only lose $25. But if we do end up getting this right, then you guys, this is gonna be an epic thrift flip. Just fix up the door and oh my god, you guys, it's gonna look so good when I'm done with it. Like I already have a feeling. Can you see? Look at that rib detail. He said it's actually from a hotel in like Bell Harbor from years ago, which is so cool. The size is perfect, condition is perfect. I cannot wait to put my own Haley's touch on this thing. So got the door brought home. Evan actually did see the potential when he brought it. So he was like, you know, I actually see it. I think it's gonna turn out really nice. As you guys see, the door is white. So our first step is to strip it. We're gonna be using citrus strip, which is something I've actually used to strip my breakfast nook table. I really have no idea what kind of wood is under, but I have high hopes. The only revelation is that it actually started raining while I was getting ready, which like Florida weather, you guys, it is so back and forth. But I don't think we're gonna be staining today. So it's actually okay because the door does need to be fully dry before we stain it. So in the meantime, let's get to stripping. That sounds really wrong to say. I mean paint stripping. It's humid and hot. I'm so glad that I was literally just about to finish before the rain I think is gonna start. I have no idea what kind of wood is under here. And I also just don't know how much of the paint is actually gonna come off. Hopefully we could do one shot on each side and be done, but let's wait and see. While we wait, I'm gonna make myself some lunch, specifically my chipotle bowls. I've mentioned to you guys before how I actually make the best vegan chipotle bowls. This is what I use for my protein. This is plant-based meat that tastes absolutely amazing. You could see I made it on Instagram the other day. I actually cook it down with some beans, and guys, this looks and tastes like meat, but in the best way possible. And like I told you, with getting everything together and waking up at 6 a.m., I'm also meal prepping. Like I pre-washed things. I have washed lettuce, rice that is ready to go, making assembling lunches so quick and easy. So let me put it together. Before I sit down to eat, my husband and I had an agreement. He gets frustrated that I never put stuff away after I'm done with them, especially when I'm making food, and I explained to him it's because I like eating my food like boiling hot. So I wait to clean up when I'm done. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Comment below, is there anybody else that like needs to eat their food right away and leaves the cleaning for later? Or are you somebody that just likes to get it over and done with and then enjoy your meal? If you have no idea what I just said a blessing on my drink. We actually say blessings for different foods depending on what they are. There's a blessing for grains, a blessing for meat, a blessing for fruits, a blessing for veggies. I mean, how can I not thank God with food as delicious as this? But really, you guys, meal prepping has been such a game changer. I always notice that I tend to skip meals because I'm just so busy in the day to make myself a proper, meal. But having like rice ready, vegetables cooked and ready, protein that you could just put on rice or throw in a sandwich ready to go, it's been great. So now I'm gonna dedicate all of my Sundays while the girls are napping, those 2 hours I want to spend just doing a good meal prep for the week. And I'm talking like 1, maybe 2 meals, nothing crazy. And this homemade chipotle bowl, definitely top of my list. On to the next project. You guys see the lights behind me? We actually got them installed last week. I am so happy with how they turned out because we just had like an empty ceiling, and I knew with an island as big as ours, we needed to have some pendants to bring in more of that charm. And now on to the next addition that I've been wanting to do in my kitchen. I am going to reach out to a contractor right now who unfortunately only speaks Spanish, so I'm gonna text him and hopefully he can like translate and respond to me. But Egan and I, well, not Egan and I, just me, I decided that I really wanted to go ahead and add a pot filler into our kitchen. If you don't know what a pot filler is, here is a couple of examples. It's literally what it sounds. It is a little sink over here, or a faucet that fills your pots. You're probably thinking, what's the big deal, Haley? Just trek out your pots to the sink. For somebody who cooks and loves to cook as much as I do, I genuinely think that adding a pot filler right above the stove is going to be such a convenience for me. We're also already considering doing our backsplash in the kitchen, and after installing a backsplash, we're not going to be able to access behind the wall to do some of that piping. So I'm going to reach out to a contractor right now so that he can come and do the plumbing so that we can actually go ahead and install our pot filler. I don't even have the faucet yet. I just want to have the access point. So it's probably going to be like a little nub, a little circle sticking out right there. I have to still figure out like the height of where I want it. Not only is it going to be practical, it's also really, really pretty, and I think it'll help fill up the space that I've got going on here with like a really beautiful vintage looking faucet. I'm on the lookout for one now. So quick little lunch break as I reach out to them, and hopefully even if they come this week, I can capture that and show it to you in this vlog too. All right, waiting for their answer. I'm gonna finish with this bowl, then we'll check on our door. All right, I've got my scraper right here, and let's take a little peek at what this is looking like. As you could tell, it rained, but ooh, yeah, it looks like the paint's coming off. Okay, let me get this off. All right, guys, well, based on what I'm seeing here, it looks like this door was painted multiple times. So it looks like we're gonna have to do a few coats to actually get all of this off because there is wood in there. Yeah, I think I just gotta do one more coat to be able to penetrate this. But the first round did do a decent job. One more time. Okay, just started raining. Gotta work super quick with this next one. Okay, just covered her up again. Let's go for round 2. Guys, I actually just got caught in the rain doing that second layer. But okay, on to the next. I wasn't sure if this project was one that I'd include in the vlog, but what I needed just got delivered, so it looks like we're doing it. So all right, let me just say I see it. Your comments, well, some of yours at least, very opinionated, saying, Haley, your fridge sticks out like a sore thumb. When we customized this kitchen, I knew that doing an integrated fridge was not going to be possible with the IKEA system because the IKEA fridges are honestly just so small, and we knew that we wanted the bespoke fridge because it's just such a large capacity. As much as I want my home to be beautiful, I need it to be practical. So I knew that I really wanted a big fridge, and therefore we had no choice but to get one that's just kind of placed in our kitchen instead of integrated into our kitchen. But that being said, you guys, have some hope. I have ideas on what I can do to make it feel a little bit more integrated. First off, you got to keep in mind that I don't have a backsplash yet in my kitchen. I'm actually planning to do tiled backsplash all the way up to the ceiling, and I'm actually going to do it behind the fridge up to the window right over there as well. Then on top of the fridge, I am planning to do some shelving over there to kind of mirror whatever I have on that side. It's not something I want to do just yet, obviously, because I want to do the backsplash first. But something that does truly bother me is the fact that the side of this fridge is black. It's just so black when there's like nothing really black in my kitchen. So we're gonna try something today, okay? I saw this TikTok of somebody covering their fridge with contact paper. I know, it sounds ridiculous, and truly I would never do this to the front of my fridge, but when it comes to the side, I'm talking like this part right here, I don't see why it's not worth trying, because maybe it will help it blend in a little more. So I ended up getting a contact paper, which I have to see. It's pretty close to my cabinet color right now. It's not exact, which I knew would be really hard for me to find one that's exact, but this one actually has that fridge like pebbled texture. So I thought worst case, if I do really like the way that it looks, I can just paint over it. That way I won't ruin my actual fridge, but it will help integrate it a little better. The great thing about this one also is that the width is literally the exact size of the side of the fridge that I need. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put it from the top and place it down and kind of see what that looks like before we get to sticking. All right, for now, let's just get an idea of what this is gonna look like. Is that better? Is that gonna be better? I think it might be. I don't know, a part of me really wants to attempt this. It's a little bit too yellow than the color I need right now, but I can always paint over it in the correct color. Maybe? I don't know. All right, guys, I'm holding it up so you can get an idea. This tiny black area is gonna show because it's part of the door, but the rest of it I can cover and then maybe paint it in this cabinet color. I feel like this may be a bit of a dumb idea. This is where you guys come in because I trust your opinions a lot more than mine. Should we cover this in the contact paper, or should I just leave it black and like wait to finish the backsplash and the shelving and then see if it's still out of place. You know me, I can get like so impatient when it comes to these home remodels, but there's nothing in this house yet that I've gone and put contact paper on, and I'm kind of nervous about starting. So comment down below, is this one of those ideas that's just like a no Haley, pass on it? Or do you think it would be better than having the side black fridge? Sorry guys, the lens is fogging up, it's humid. I'm gonna go ahead and scrape off the rest of this, and then I'm probably gonna leave it to dry for tomorrow when we can get to sanding. Oh, but look, I see the wood. All right, next up, I got most of the paint stripped off, and next I'm gonna go in with this steel wool and just really great at like getting rid of that extra paint. Kind of works like sandpaper, I guess. So I'm gonna do that, and it's amazing at getting in all those like little nooks and crannies too.
Brought the girls home from daycare, and it looks like Haley's trying to put out a fire or something with that hose or whatever. Obviously it's a pressure washer, but Maimosa! Maimosalia! Chitan!
Okay, so the door's all dried up. You guys can see that there are some spots here that obviously need some sanding, but I could see that beautiful wood grain underneath, so I'm so excited to get to it. I'm gonna wear my mask, of course, and go in with my sander. I'm probably gonna go start off with like a thicker grit, like an 80, and then work my way down to something smaller, like a 120. My lovelies, it is actually the next day and our door is looking really good. Our door is pretty much prepped. All of the paint on one side is like completely gone. All I have left to do now is to just sand it so that it's smooth and ready for the stain. But I wanted to actually bring something up because I brought it up on my Instagram stories, and I would love your take as this video goes live on what you guys think I should do. So obviously you see this wall right over here. It's very much like a focal point of our entire house, and you could see there's a little bit of it on this side, and we've got a little bit of it on this side as well. How do you guys feel about me wallpapering just this area? And I know wallpaper seems so intimidating, but like here are some inspo pictures of what I've been seeing, a way that people have been adding wallpaper to their space, and it feels so cozy, and I really wanted to do it. I just don't think that there's any other wall in this house that would really work to wallpaper. I think to do an accent wall here would be really cool, and then to have a sliding door on top, maybe with some like cute vintage frames like that, I think would look really good. But then again, it's also the center of the house, so it kind of worries me. So if you guys are watching, comment down below, taking in like some of these inspo pictures, what do you think I should do for this wall? Should I just leave it blank, just put the door and a couple of frames, call it a day? Or should we try to find a really nice vintage looking wallpaper for this space and then wallpaper it? Let me know what you think. You guys always give me the best suggestions, and sometimes it's like an overwhelming amount of yes, do something or don't. So give me your advice on that while I go and finish up the door. You guys, here's what the door is looking like. There's still a couple like little places that I have to go and buffer out, but the wood on this is so freaking stunning. I honestly, if I had more of a California home, I would have left the wood color as is, but I definitely do want to darken it to give it a bit more character, but I can't wait to see how it turns out. Of course, I went in with the wood conditioner first in order for us to have an even stain, but I quickly realized adding the stain color on the raw wood just turned out so orange. The first step you're always going to want to do to remove those orange and yellow tones is to do a whitewash. So I mixed in Simply White with a bit of weathered oak, which is a gray tone, to help cancel out any of those warm tones in the wood. It gave us a really nice neutral base to work with, and once that was done, I went in with my official mix, which is golden oak together with weathered oak, and it's what gave me the stain that I now love so much. All right guys, so the stain is officially done. I finally love the color. The problem is that after I did the weathered oak together with the special walnut, I felt like it was pulling a little bit too much red, and I wanted it to have more of like a golden undertone. So I actually ended up ordering this golden oak stain, and I did like a nice thick coat of that, and I let it sit, and I feel like now it has more of those golden undertones that I wanted. I'm so excited to see it once it dries. It is the next day, you guys, and my oh my, I did not expect this project to take me 3 entire days. One day for stripping, one day for staining, and then another one for doing the top coat. Yesterday I went ahead and applied the top coat, which is a polyurethane, which kind of gives it like a nice satin finish. And I guess the question is, was all the work worth it? I don't know, guys. You tell me. I am so obsessed with the way that the door turned out, but big but, there's something that I did not consider while making this door. It's the fact that because it has a glass front, you can actually kind of see through it, and I did not expect it to be this transparent. You would think that I would have gotten the door and tried it out right away. No. I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the way that this looks. The fact that the brown ties in with the table I think looks amazing. I actually decided that I'm gonna go ahead and restain these chairs in this darker wood color as well. But just imagine it, whether we wallpaper this wall or not, I'm gonna get like the brass sliding bracket and we would have the door on that. But this is kind of where I need your help, you guys. You see how you can kind of see this bulkhead right over here through the door? This is actually our stairs, and there's no way to remove that. So I'm kind of at a crossroads. I actually like that the bottom half of this door is dark because then you can kind of see the ribbed texture. Yet the top part, you can see the white. So what do you guys think I should do to kind of like balance this out or make it look better? I thought maybe I can like darken that block to be black as well. Do you think that would look seamless? Or maybe if I wallpaper it all, it would look better? Right now I am on the lookout to find some like vintage hardware for this, kind of like a dummy knob, but I want something authentically vintage. I wanted to have like an old brass look to it, but I'm like so bummed because I didn't expect, I don't know. See how DIYs just sometimes don't pan out? Like, I love the way that this looks. I just feel like we need to figure out the bulkhead situation. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know down below. Usually I offer you ideas and I ask you for your opinion, but I really don't know what to do in this case because I still have a vision for this spot and this door just needs to stay. It needs to stay, okay? That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start the next vlog right now, which is our new kitchen renovation. Yes, you heard that right. Kitchen renovation. We are changing some stuff up in the kitchen completely. It's gonna look so different. So stay tuned to see it. But if you are watching up to this point, you know that you're the real MVP. I love the ones that stick around all the way till the end. If you are watching up to this point, comment down below vintage charm. Because as much as we still have some figuring out to do, I do feel like this door adds so much vintage charm to this home. Be sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already to see the exciting kitchen updates coming up in the next vlog. And of course, if you guys want to shop my 4-step everyday makeup routine, I'm gonna link my Merit favorites down below for you to check out. And if you use that link, there you're actually gonna find so many Merit discounted sets. So if you want to buy yourself a set of 3, set of 4 products, you're gonna get them at such an amazing deal if you use my link below. I really asked for a lot of feedback in the video about the door, about the fridge, but what can I say? You guys always come through for me with the best ideas. I love you all forever and always. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one.